want to talk to you about one of the most crucial aspects of becoming a profitable trader, trading psychology, also known as the mental game. If you're a new trader that hasn't been profitable yet, I can guarantee you 9 out of 10 times it's a problem with your mental game and discipline and not a problem with your trading system, which is why it's so important to master. In this video, I'm going to cover all the tips and tricks that I've learned over the years of becoming a profitable trader and how you can implement them into your system to start seeing results today. Welcome, my name is Kyler and this is BitRush Crypto. If you're new around here, go ahead and sub to the channel as we post content regularly on trading and cryptocurrency. You can also give this video a like. That's right, pound that thumbs up if you are enjoying the content. If you want more help or want to talk to other traders, we recently started up a new Discord chat that you guys can join. It will be linked below. And the first 50 members to join up are going to get free VIP lifetime access, so don't wait. If you don't want to join up the chat, you can also just leave me a comment below and I'll go ahead and answer as many questions as I can. After this video is over, make sure you check out my channel because I have a bunch of other content that you may find useful. Now, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about trading psychology, which is a very important aspect of your trading strategy and system. Mainly today we're going to be covering just one piece of trading psychology, which is going to be dealing with losses. This is a big one and the first one you need to master to become a successful trader. The thing about trading that nobody talks about is you're going to lose. You're going to lose a lot. The key to being a profitable and successful trader is to win more than you lose, for your wins to be bigger than your losses. So you're always going to cut your losses short and let your wins ride long. And if you're winning at least 4 out of 5 trades or 2 out of 3 trades, you can still manage to deal with those losses just fine. The key is to not beat yourself up about losing on trades. It's going to happen. You need to embrace it. The other key point about dealing with loss is that you need to learn from your losses. Okay, so every time you lose, you need to look at your strategy and see why you lost. It's okay to lose as long as you are learning from those trades. Another big thing to analyze your trades is to see, are you losing because of your system or did you make a mental mistake? Was it a discipline problem? So what I like to do is have a trading journal. This can just be a free like Google Excel sheet or Google spreadsheet, whatever it is. And you're going to just mark down what the day and time of the trade is, what coin you're trading, what the price is, what your, exit and entry are, where you want your stop loss, etc. But there should also be a column where you put why you entered the trade. If you're saying I entered this trade because we're bouncing off a key support level, the RSI is oversold, we're crossing on the MACD from bearish to bullish, and then that trade is a loss, you can go back and say, okay, that wasn't a problem with my system. Everything lined up, everything was looking like it was going to be a great trade, and the market didn't do what I expected. So I know that it's not a problem with my system, and I'm just going to chalk that loss up and go again, look for another setup and take another trade. And as long as my system is profitable, like I said, 2 out of 3 times, 4 out of 5 times, it's fine to take those losses. But if you're looking back and you're seeing, I just entered this trade because the market was pumping, I wanted to get in, I didn't want to miss this trade, then you know it's a problem with your system or with your discipline. So if you don't have the system in place, obviously you need to get that, set up from the start. But if you have a system and you're not following it, it's a discipline problem. The other thing about trading is that you are going to lose. I already mentioned that, but it's another big thing, a big key concept that you need to just embrace your losses, expect the losses. Okay, so I also coach baseball, and baseball is a game of failure where you can strike out 7 out of 10 times and you're still one of the best baseball players in history. If you have a 300 batting average, you're doing absolutely amazing. Trading isn't quite the same. We need to be winning a little bit more than we do in baseball. But in baseball, we always accept our losses. We accept our failures. We want to learn from those. We move on. We know it's a mental game. We just push that aside and say, okay, what am I doing next time? How can I adjust? And so it's the same thing for trading. You need to just look at these losses as an expected part of the learning process. Learn from them, push them aside, don't let them get to you. I know, if you take a big loss, it is mentally draining. You're like, oh man, I just lost this and that. Just push it aside, close your trading software, come back the next day or in a few days, take a few days off. It's okay to not trade every single day. It's okay to not take 10, 5 trades a day, whatever it is. Realistically, if you're just starting out with a small account, you're only going to be able to take 3 trades per week anyway, or 3 trades every 5 trading days. And so spread them out. One of the biggest mistakes I made when I was a new trader is I looked to take a trade every single day I had a trade available. And this led me to having a lot of losses because I was pushing my strategy, just looking for an entry, and I wasn't actually being patient. So be patient with yourself, wait for the right setup, and take your wins. So you don't need to necessarily be winning huge every time. If you're consistent with small wins and very few losses, over time it will compound and build. So again, just move on from your losses. Another thing about taking losses and how you can just expect them and kind of write it off to yourself as part of the process is look at it as a tuition to a course. If you were to go to college, you're going to spend, probably $100,000 minimum to get a good degree at a good school and be able to make good money in life. There's no other job other than trading where you can make 6 to 7 figures within a couple years of doing it. And while obviously there are other courses, there's also a lot of free resources available, such as this YouTube and a bunch of other YouTubes out there. We can learn a lot of the technical information for free. And so what you can put your money into is your actual trading. Now, a lot of people do recommend doing simulated accounts or paper accounts to start. And the reason is because how you're going to get good at trading is by failing and learning from those failures. You're not going to just come right off the rip and be a successful trader. You might get lucky a few times, but overall, it does take time. It takes experience, just like anything. You're not going to be a master at anything the first day. It's going to take a lot of hours and time into the system. So the way I looked at it when I first started trading was I had a set amount of money that I was willing to lose, almost like when I go to the casino, and I know this isn't gambling, but relating it to that is if I go to the casino, I have an expected amount of money where I'm okay willing to lose that money, and I'm just there to have fun. I'm not there to win necessarily. I'm there to spend that money. Obviously, I want to win on my, gambling, but if I lose, I'm okay with that. It was an amount of money that I set aside, and I was okay with losing to have a good time. You can do the same thing with your trading. You have a set amount of money in your account that you're okay with losing, not to have a good time, but to learn. Think about it as like a tuition to a course. If you could put $5,000 in, and the good thing is if you're following a system, you might actually get some wins here and you're going to go up and down in your account. But overall, after a long time, probably like 6 months to a year, you will start to find consistency. And so you need to just chalk up some of those early losses, even if you blow an account. Believe me, I've blown plenty of accounts, especially leverage trading on crypto. When I first started doing that, I didn't know all the ins and outs of leverage. And I blew several accounts, but I chalked it up as my tuition fee to being a successful trader, to learning, to teaching myself, to getting experience. And overall, in the end, I ended up becoming very successful in making a lot of money. So those early losses were my tuition fee to the game, right? I paid those losses and learned and gained the experience. So that's the way you need to look at your losses here. Just expect to have them. Expect that you're going to overall learn from these losses, learn from these trades, and become more successful and become better. And over time, you will be a successful trader. And even as a successful trader, you profitable trader, you're still going to take losses. So you need to just get good at dealing with them, push them aside, forget about them, move on to the next trade, look for the next good setup. Never try to trade yourself out of a hole. That's another big mistake, is if you take a loss and then you instantly try to take the trade the other way or do something else to try to take a different trade to try to gain back those losses. You're never going to be successful that way. You need to just stick to your system, get your mental game in check, maybe meditate. Personally, I like to listen to positive affirmations. I actually have a Crypto Millionaire positive affirmations video. It's only 5 minutes long on this channel. And I actually made that for myself. So all of those affirmations I made for myself, I listen to that video at least once every day, usually in the morning while I'm drinking my coffee. Sometimes I'll listen to it several times throughout the day. Sometimes I'll listen to it later on in the day. But I do love positive affirmations. I think it's really great to kind of meditate, get your mind in a good state, positive talk to yourself, and again, just embrace those losses. They're going to happen. Doesn't matter. Move on. Keep getting the big wins. Keep getting consistent wins. Even small wins consistently, time and time again, will outweigh your losses. So that's it, guys. I hope you did enjoy this psychology style video. Let me know what you thought of it. If you want me to cover other aspects of trading psychology, I do have a list that I wrote down before this video, about 4 or 5 topics, but I figured the video would run too long. So if you guys want to see more videos like this, let me know. I have at least 4 more topics that we can cover on trading psychology and how you guys can get your mental game in check. Again, if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you tap on that thumbs up button, as it does help me get my videos out to more people just like you. Sub to my channel. Check out all my other videos. I got a bunch of great content on there. Bell on to be notified as future videos drop. And if you want to chat with me, hop in the Discord. Thanks again. We'll see you in the next video.